There we go. All right, Shawn Shepheard here with Sebastien Sasseville after day 5 of his Outrun Diabetes, going coast to coast, 7,500 kilometers from Newfoundland to British Columbia. And Seb started just a few days ago in Newfoundland. So, first of all, 5 days in, and you're still smiling.
No, things are going surprisingly well. I don't think, it's possible to train for something like that. So you try to show up as fit as you can and, just see what happens. But yesterday was a huge confidence builder because I had been running quite a bit already. And I got up in the morning. It was pretty sore. Nothing crazy, but, I'd run 30K the day before and 30K, the day prior to that. So didn't really know how things would go. And, we had a beautiful day. I ran smooth, felt good. So if I can get 9 months back, I'll be happy. I'll be happy.
Well, and for those of us that don't know the background, I know you've gotten a lot of coverage and well earned. Can you let us know a little bit about what inspired you to do this run right across Canada?
That's a great question. I was looking for something new, something big, and what's driving everything that I'm doing now is, one question, and the question is, how do we get to and reach as many people as possible with the message? And the message is so simple. It's a message of inspiration. Outrun Diabetes is about overcoming obstacles, whether it's diabetes or any obstacle that people may live with. So about living life to the fullest. So that's the goal.
Can you tell me a little bit? I was looking last week when you were final steps and I saw, part of your crew leaving with a big trailer, and then I saw you getting into a really small airplane. So can you tell me a little bit kind of behind the scenes of everything that goes into putting this journey together?
I'm glad you're asking. So much goes into it. I've been working on this full-time for about a year. Patrick Saint-Martin, who's a logistic guru. Hello, Patrick.
Who's there? Yay, Patrick!
So he's been on it almost full-time as well for almost just as long. So it's so much work. The funding aspect was a big challenge. And then the logistics, the training, and again back to the message. So to make sure that message is going to resonate. So it was about building a big platform so that we could broadcast that message. So how are we going to reach as many patients as possible? Type 1, type 2. How are we going to get to the healthcare professional, to the general public? What is it that we want to offer to them so that it's appealing and attractive and they feel like, following us on Facebook or on the road for a few days. So yeah, that's a lot of work, but I'm thrilled that it all came together. And my role has changed a little bit now. So I went from, working in an office on this project, from home for a year to being out in the elements and, running every day. So it feels good. So just to be on the starting line was a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about that in Newfoundland on Sunday. You put all that work into it, and then finally it became reality. So can set the scene of what it was like and the people that were there with you?
Oh, it was magical. So we left from the top of Signal Hill, which is a beautiful, beautiful location right next to the Atlantic Ocean. So about 50, 70 people showed up. The energy was amazing. A lot of love and passion and support. So that felt really, really good. and then from there we had a police escort for the first few kilometers. So those people got to we all got to run a little bit together, and when I kind of took off by myself and engaged on the highway, on the Trans-Canadian Highway, it was so emotional, and I did not expect that at all, because it was just me by myself, and it really, I think it's right then at that moment where everything sinks in, and I realized, oh my God, like this is a really bad idea. But it's not. It's a good idea, I think. But it's just, it was pretty surreal just to start running on, a Trans-Canadian Highway, and just in my mind, knowing that, wow, I've got 7,500 kilometers to go in 9 months, about 180 marathons in total. So yeah.
Wow.
A lot of work.
So one more question, and I'll let you get some well-earned rest. Can you run us through what your routine is in the morning?
Yeah, pretty simple. I like to get up early, and although Newfoundlanders and George Street in particular,
I'm familiar with it.
Oh my God! So no, all joke aside, I like to get up early, so that make sure that there's no stress. Make sure that I've got plenty of time to get breakfast. Make sure my diabetes is well controlled. Get dressed properly, and then we typically drive to our starting point, and then I start running, and when I'm done, 3-4 hours later, get up in the jump in the pickup truck and drive back to the hotel, and then stretch, eat, recover, work, talk with people on Facebook.
Yay!
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Well, I know that I'm speaking on behalf of a lot of people. We're cheering loudly for you. This is an amazing journey. I mean, you climbed Everest. Now there's nothing that you do that isn't big. And we'll be following along closely. I will post not only the links to your Facebook page, but I know that people can follow your daily routine, something that you just started as well, and I've been following on that, so I'll post that link here as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So any closing words to the people that are watching after 5 days that you'd like to say to everybody that's living with type 1 diabetes after 5 days of this journey?
Yes, not so much about the 5 days, but I think an important part of the story, and something that's really important, and I want people to know that when I was younger, I really, really sucked at sport. I was not good, and when people look at people climbing Everest and running Ironmans and running across Canada, I want people to know that it's done by people, and that it's with it's 95% work and a little bit of talent, but most of it is just hard work and dedication. And the first time that I went running after being diagnosed, I ran for 250 meters, and that was it. I wasn't really fit. I was scared, and so one step at a time, and you kind of build, you educate yourself, you empower yourself, and that kind of stuff can be done by every single person living with diabetes.
Well said, and we'll be checking in with you along the way, and I like I said, I promise at some point in this amazing journey that I'll join you out there on the road. So thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And to Patrick, I know he's close by. Thanks, kind of the unsung hero as well. A big thank you to both of you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Seb.
Thank you. We'll talk soon. Can't wait to run a few miles with you.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Bye.